Do you like people getting angry and screaming on the internet? Well, you are in luck, because there are going to be people screaming about the Tennessee Titans' decision to try out some quarterbacks and eventually sign Brandon Weeden in the wake of Marcus Mariota hamstring injury. Those quarterbacks that got workouts were quite decidedly average, with Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk reporting Tuesday that the Titans kicked tires on Brandon Weeden, Matt Barkley, Matt McGloin and TJ Yates. Field Yates of ESPN reported Tuesday afternoon that the Titans ultimately decided to ink Weeden. Again, none of those guys are named Colin Kaepernick, who is a quarterback that, despite some struggles on the field, has led a team to a Super Bowl, San Francisco 49ers, in 2013 and looked fairly competent last year. The aforementioned quarterbacks all have some kind of a pedigree in terms of playing well at the college level or being a high draft pick at some point. Weeden was a stud at Oklahoma State and a former first-round pick, but has been a disappointment in the NFL, and his last stop with the Houston Texans went poorly. Barkley was a star at USC and has spent time starting for the Chicago Bears, but is 16 as a starter and has not looked like he is going to take the top off on offense. McGloin started a playoff game for the Oakland Raiders last year. They lost it. Yates has lots of NFL starting experience, mostly with the Texans, but, again, not taking the top off. Mariota's hamstring injury could be more severe than we expect. The Titans were waiting on an MRI before revealing the full details of how much time he might miss. But a hamstring injury for a mobile quarterback is a major problem, and hamstring injuries can't be trifled with. You don't throw someone back on the field immediately after suffering a hamstring injury unless you are desperate, because it would be easy to aggravate said injury. That leaves the Titans with Matt Castle, who is simply not that great at this stage of his career. And it has plenty of people wondering why the Titans, who employ plenty of readoption stuff in their exotic smash mouth offense, aren't calling a guy in Kaepernick who might fit well into the system. There is a viable argument that Kaepernick would be a more effective runner and thrower in this offense. Career WL records not inkle. Playoffs: Mariota 1,318, Weeden, Barkley, McGloin, Yates 1,233, Kaepernick 2,830. Playoff WL record 42. Alex Gelher at Alex Gelher, October 3, 2017. Could this potentially be political? Dan Patrick asked Florio about the idea of Tennessee voting largely Republican during the election and going 60% for President Donald Trump, who has openly battled against Kaepernick in the media leading up to the election and afterwards. Either way, people are not thrilled. This is not the first time that the world has gotten riled up about Cap not getting a job. When the Arizona Cardinals inked Blaine Gabbert this offseason, people got pretty angry about it. Austin Davis landing with the Seattle Seahawks led to relative mass hysteria. There were actually a lot of quarterbacks signed before Kaepernick, and we ranked them all here. Look, the Titans should sign Kaepernick. It is quite clear that the former 49ers starter is missing out on employment opportunities because of his decision to kneel for the national anthem last season. And yet, there are hundreds of NFL players kneeling before and during the anthem at this point. It is extremely odd that the Titans would forego an important stretch of a potential breakout season with a mobile, dangerous quarterback so they can roll with Castle and Weeden and hope to tread water until Mariota is ready to play. Letting Cap's off-field stuff trump the importance of winning football games is a bizarre business decision.